Hello. In this session, we'll explore how to turn community needs into business opportunities. By the end, you would know how to identify causes and consequences of a problem, use the problem tree technique to map them out, and test whether your idea really matches the needs of your target group. What is a problem tree analysis? The problem tree helps us to analyze a problem by looking at the causes, the roots, the core problem, the trunk, and the consequences, the branches. Why this matters? Well, every organization, whether it's a business or a social enterprise, exists to solve a problem. If you're a social enterprise, you're solving a community problem. Imagine too much plastic waste from single use cups. A social enterprise might create edible coffee cups. If you're a traditional business, you're still solving a real need. Think of traffic jams. A rent a bike service can give people a quicker, cheaper way to move around. In both cases, you start with a problem and build your solution on top. Let's take the example of the social tea house in Varna. The main problem they identified was young people living foster care face difficulties entering the job market and building independent lives. Causes included lack of work experience, no support networks, and social stigma. Consequences included unemployment, poverty, and dependency on state services. The long term impact intergenerational poverty and wasted human potential. The Tea House solution is to provide first jobs, mentoring, and a supportive community to youth leaving foster care. The process of creating a problem tree. Start by writing down the core problem that you want to solve. Write down the causes of the problem by asking a series of why questions. The deeper you go, the better. Write down the consequences. Here's how it works. Let's say the core problem is P. Why does P exist? Because of A. And why does A exist? Because of B. Why does P exist? Because of C. Then you continue to do the same with the consequences. What does P lead to? Answer R. And what does R lead to? Answer S. And so on and so forth. How to define the problem clearly? When you describe your problem, avoid vague or confusing statements. Use clear expressions like young people don't have access to quality education, or students are unable to practice digital skills in schools, or families can't afford healthy food options. This helps you get specific, which makes your solution much stronger. Here's some more examples of how problems can be framed. There aren't enough teachers trained in inclusive education. There is too much plastic waste polluting the environment. People struggle to find affordable housing. Many groups fail to. Many small businesses fail to survive their first year. A certain process isn't working properly. For example, public transportation isn't working properly due to outdated infrastructure. There are three common mistakes to avoid when creating a problem tree. The first one is defining the problem as a lack of solution. There are no training programs for young entrepreneurs. Instead of this, use young entrepreneurs struggle to start businesses due to insufficient skills and knowledge. The second one is mixing up problems with causes or consequences. For example, youth unemployment is high because employers discriminate against young people. Keep them separate. The problem is high youth unemployment, and the cause is employers discriminate against young people. Some of the consequences might include poverty. The third common mistake is trying to focus on many problems at once. For example, instead of young people from foster care struggle to find stable first employment and often lack access to affordable housing, focus on one of them. Young people from foster care struggle to find stable first employment. Before building your solution, you need to test if the problem is real and relevant. Here are four ways to do it: surveys, online and offline, short and simple, with maximum 10-12 questions. Mix multiple choice with a few open ended ones. Use tools like Google Forms or Typeform. Focus groups and interviews. Talk directly with your target group. Use 5 or 7 guiding questions and listen for emotions and patterns. Desk and online research. Review reports, statistics, and case studies. Look for credible sources, compare findings, and check what solutions already exist. Pilot testing and prototyping. Try out a small version of your idea, a mini event, a sample product, or a test run. Measure both participation, did people join, and feedback, did they find it useful? Be open to failure. The goal is not to prove you're right, but to learn if the problem matters to the community and if your solution is valuable. Take a moment to think. What problem do you want to solve? What might be the root causes? And what are the long term consequences if nothing is done? Which of these research methods could help you verify it? Write this down in your journal. Now, a little bit of homework for you. It will help you practice what you learned in this topic. Your first task is to refine your problem tree and submit it for evaluation to the trainer leading this course. The second one is to organize research on the problem. Are there any studies, articles, surveys related to your topic? Can you create a questionnaire or interview people from the target group to verify your assumptions? Can you talk to experts or professionals? Great work today. In our next step, we'll explore how to develop these insights into a concrete business idea. See you there.